Congratulations on the win. It is a 3-1 victory in the end, but was it more nervy at times than it had to be given how much you dominated the match?
I think first half we dominated and we could have scored several goals. Second half they had the ball more and they had more chances. But I don't care. In the end we win, and that's the most important thing.
Nice summary of it. I mean, it was a dominant start to the match. You, of course, scored the opener. And then they find themselves back in the game through an own goal. But if there is one man who City can rely on, it is yourself. Look, 3 goals today, back-to-back hat-tricks, 7 goals in just 3 matches. How do you assess your start to the season?
It's been quite good, 9 points and 7 goals, so cannot complain.
What's your favourite of the 3 goals?
I like all 3, but the second one.
Why?
Because it's a great goal.
Yeah, they were all great goals, to be honest. I wonder, after scoring that hat-trick last weekend, when you were on 2 goals today, would you have been disappointed if you had ended the match with just 2? You know, for yourself, is it about hitting those heights, hat-tricks on a regular basis?
No, it's about winning games, and that's what we did today as well. So 9 points out of 3 games is a great start, and that's my focus.
And just looking at the collective, you mentioned it there, it is 3 wins from 3, especially after Arsenal dropped points. You're 2 points clear now. How pleased are you with the start to the season already?
Yeah, season is good, but don't forget there's 35 games left, so last thing I'm going to focus about is anyone else. It's about taking game by game and to getting 3 points and to don't think too much, because that's not a good thing for the brain.
Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Another match ball for Erling Haaland. Truth is, his teammates are sick of writing on these match balls.
I love
There's
that.
the proof.
How good is that? Who wrote that? Do we know?
We don't know yet, but they might write it again this week. We might
I
find
think
out.
that's Pep's handwriting.
I highly doubt
No, I
Pep would
doubt it.
ever say that. Absolutely loving it. Erling Haaland just saying it's okay. He also talked about the fact, as we mentioned, that West Ham had a great spell in the second half. He was asked about it. He said, I don't care.
No, I think there was a bit of tongue-in-cheek there, potentially. You know, he's only a young man, but he's got a solid family behind him. You know, Alfie was who I played with and managed. You know that they'll keep him level, and he's bright enough as well as a player. You know, he's so sort of one-track minded. You know, about being as professional as he can and scoring goals and creating stats. He's got the world at his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. His dad was talking about in the off-season the fact that he was doing simple things like chopping wood. Well, he's come back and you can see it. He's absolutely ready to chop up defences.
He is chopping everybody up, I think. It was interesting, he said at the end, he said, don't overthink it too much, not good for the brain. And he does everything, looks so simple for him. You know, he just makes it look very simple. And it's amazing to watch him work at his craft.
For a long time, the difference between the 2 teams was just 1 goal. West Ham, the difference between getting something out of this game and the 0 points which they ended up with. What was it for you?
I think they were fortunate just to have a 1-goal difference, I've got to say. West Ham, with the personnel they have in their ranks, have always got the opportunity to hurt you on the counter-attack. Bowen's very good on it. Kudos is very good on the counter-attack. You know, Pagetta can find a pass. And Antonio, when he's on the pitch and playing well, that front 4 can cause any team a problem every now and then. And you can't dominate games for 90 minutes. And City, you know, that they were probably victims of the half-time break a little bit, you know, and were comfortable in the game that much and couldn't get that extra goal in front that would have relaxed them and saw the game out that we saw when they did get the 3rd goal, the game was finished.
Haaland's 3 goals by talking to the man himself. Erling Haaland joins us now live from the London Stadium. Another hat-trick for you, but it's a first Premier League away hat-trick. Is that something that's nice to tick off the list?
I didn't know that, to be honest, but I guess it's a great thing, and
yeah,
I'm happy, and of course 3 points is the most important thing, so I'm happy.
I mean, you've said this since the start of the season, that you feel really rested, really ready. You've been raring to go since the close season. How are you feeling now that you're 3 games in and it's going so well?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel energized. I had a long vacation and I had a long pre-season, so I'm feeling good, and the years I've been here, it's gone really quick, and it's been going like bam, bam, bam. So now I got a little bit rest in my body and in my feet, and I feel really good now, and ready for more.
Yeah, and it looks that way. It looks as though you're rested and relaxed. Does it feel different for you on the pitch this season? I know you said that it's the first time you've started a season pretty much pain-free and feeling this good.
Yeah, and only footballers knows how important it is to have a break and have a long enough break, and yeah, in the end, you need to like calm down your body and your mind, because it's a long season, and it's not as easy as everyone thinks. But I'm happy to start again, and I'm feeling fresh, and I feel good. That's the most important thing.
I'd say it was a full repertoire today, big man. You got a lovely caress goal, the second one you bludgeoned in, and then the third one, the little dink. What was your favourite goal out of the three?
Yeah, I really like the second goal, I have to be honest. I like all of them, you know this, but the second one was lovely.
I'm hoping you can see these on the screen here. Just talk us through them.
Yeah, lovely ball from Rico, and a perfect first touch, and not a bad finish. And this also a perfect ball, and top finish.
Why is it you like the second one, Erling? Do you like that connection? Do you like that feel of the power?
Yeah, and I like scoring these goals as well. I like to shoot a bit hard sometimes as well, not only easy shots. So it's good to get a little bit of power out of my body.
Yeah. Erling, can I ask you about your movement for the third goal? It was brilliant. As a defender, it's really difficult to mark in them situations. How much do you practice that run in training, or is that just something that's come naturally for you?
This is what I've been doing, I think, my whole life, exactly this movement. You know, but normally we don't meet these kind of teams. Normally the teams drop much more, but obviously West Ham needed a goal, and the line was higher, so I had the chance to go in behind, and for me this is a natural thing to do this and to don't go in offside. So I haven't practiced for many years exactly this.
Pep Guardiola was talking this week about you doing extra training, extra practice, repetition. Is that something that you felt when you've come back this year you want to try and get even better?
Yeah, and I feel, as I said, I feel more refreshed, I feel more energized. So when you do that, you can practice on things you want to become better on out of the training. And yeah, I feel good, as I said, and I want to become better. And I'm happy.
Erling, you started off by saying it's important to get the win for the team. It's 3 wins from the first 3 games. City have looked fantastic already. Arsenal dropped points earlier on today, so one rival has already slipped up. Is it feeling... look, we're 3 games in. I know we're 3 games in. But we can't...
They haven't slipped up yet. Yeah. Don't use these words, please.
All right. Well, they've dropped points already so far this season. And Manchester City continuing with that 100% record. Purely from City's point of view, it must be a very satisfying place to be, and if not looking too far ahead yet.
Yeah. 3 games, 9 points. This is a great start. But again, we don't... let's not think too far here, because there's potentially 70 games left of this season without national team. So let's just breathe a bit and take game by game.
I've just got to ask you a very serious question. Have you got your tickets yet for Oasis?
I think I need to make a call to both of them and plan something.
Well, can you make a call for us too?
We're just asking for friends.
Only for you. Only for you.
Erling, really appreciate you talking to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Well done.
Those chances as well.
Yeah, he's the icing on the cake. I mean, if you do look at moments in games, you think about Kudus when he goes through, hits the post and crossbar. 2-2 might have been a completely different complexion on the game, and West Ham in the ascendancy. But when you've got someone like Haaland, he just takes the stress out of every situation. That third goal was all important. The way he just calmed himself, finished it with aplomb. It was just a really important goal for them, and it just took the stuffing out of what West Ham were trying to do. But right now, it's been a great start for him. Maximum points. Pep Guardiola will be delighted. And when you've got a player like Haaland in the form that he's in, he just gives you such a chance every single game. Because, as I say, I've never seen him look better and more confident.
I think it's his. We talk about goal scoring, and the numbers are staggering, absolutely amazing. But it's his movement in the box. So when Bernardo Silva gets the ball earlier on and plays him through, as a defender, you've only got a split second to react, and that's what the difference is. His movement is so great, and his finishing as well. The second one, when he goes in, he's in around in the box. Jamie talked at half time about the defender should have shown him onto his right foot, but it's the speed in which he does it what makes it so difficult. And then the third one, when it goes through, we'll talk about it a little bit later. It's just that confidence. That's the sort of goal we saw when he was at Dortmund. They played a bit of, counter-attacking football at times. He would have that space to bend his run. And as a defender, when you're watching him there, he'd always tell you to keep your head on the swivel, but he's so smart the way he gets himself onside, and once you get into a race with him, it's all over because he's that quick.
Is first of all, how quick he is, but also how hard it is. You said keep your head on a swivel, but just to keep awareness of where he is because of that constant.
But that's why teams play in a low block, because that is what Haaland was known for, running in behind. And don't forget, if you're facing the play this way and you're a defender, if he's already on a half turn and bending his run and makes run behind, you've got to turn while he's going forward, and because his acceleration and his pace is so good and it's finishing, that's why teams don't go and press Man City really high, you know?
I read something this week that Pep Guardiola said, and we look at Premier League players and you look at Haaland and we think, well, he might be the finished article. What actually can he do to improve? Mm-hmm. But Pep's been talking this week about he's been doing his extra training. He's been working on his touch, working on his finishing. And you can see that it's actually coming to fruition, because the harder you work, the luckier you get. You get that confidence, repetition every single day. You talk about sportsmen that are at their best. It's when they practice, and practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. All young players that are watching Haaland thinking, oh, yeah, but he gets that pass. But it's not necessarily the pass that's perfect. It's his first touch that enables him then to do what he does with his second touch. And that's why I feel that there is such an amount of confidence right now, that he is really thriving in a great moment. And as I say, last year, of course he got goals, but they didn't feel that they were coming as easy as what they are now. He's got that balance and poise, and it feels like he's gliding around the pitch. I can't wait because we talk about moments in your career and when you feel good and being in the sweet spot, but right now it really looks like he's at that moment.
I heard one of the gymnasts in the Olympics talking about the fact they put in all the hard work to make it look effortless when they eventually go out, and it feels as though that's what Erling Haaland is doing for Manchester City and the team as a whole. But just to have him working in the way that he does, Jamie said earlier on, I think at half-time, he referred to his first two goals as Beauty and the Beast. So let's look at the beauty first of all, and take a look at Haaland's work in this one.
Yeah, well, we talk about the movement, anticipation, sort of being on the front foot, anticipating a mistake, and then he's gone. It's one touch, and then it's a cool finish. But what makes it so great is how quick he's able to do that. You see the defenders there, they're not being able to set. One touch, and then it opens up his body. I mean, it's just fantastic. Obviously, a brilliant ball by Bernardo Silva, but it's the way he sort of moves round the ball to get it on his left foot. I don't know if we could just take that back a little bit there in terms of his movement. As soon as the ball comes through, just look at his running pattern. He runs around the ball to get it on his favoured foot, and that opens up the goal, and it's just a delicate finish, and it's just brilliant.
And we saw that perfect ball from Bernardo Silva, as we see so often, Jamie. I know you love him as a player, but how rewarding for him to know that it's Erling Haaland who's going to be on the end of it.
I just think this guy, just keep your eye on him. He is one of those players that are just so unsung. You know, of course you need the leading actor, but you need the supporting cast, someone that's going to do the extra bit for you. And that's exactly what he does. Because he's a beautiful player on the ball, but he will also go and do the rest of it. Look, he's sniffing round Paquetá there. Again, that he goes and presses him, right, now I've got the ball. Now, I just take that back because once he wins it, like you're looking at it now, he's got a split second to slide that ball between the lines. Haaland now has already assessed the situation. He knows that there's a chance if he gets it onto that beautiful left foot of his, he can give me the ball. But if he takes 2-3 touches, that chance has gone. You can see Mavropanos is already going to come in. By that time, Kilman comes in, that space has gone. But look how quickly he gets his head up and he passes it away. Bam, straight away. It kills the two centre-backs. It gives Haaland all the time in the world that he needs. And that's why he is such an important player for this Manchester City side. Because he gives so much to the team. He runs, he chases, but he's also got the finesse and the passing ability of one of the best players in the world. A dream. He
has the finesse, the passing ability, the work rate, the movement. And also, Micah, he has the strength. And that's what we saw in the second goal, which, Jamie, I think is why you were saying it was